Hi everyone, this is Shawn Batchelor and welcome to my week 2 video. This is the beta release for my app ReferMate that I started working on last month for final project. So this video is going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to try to go over a few more of the elements than I usually do. Mostly everything is implemented. There are a few elements that are still broken and a few things that don't work and or not implemented as yet. So to start, this is the login screen which I demoed last week. Everything on the login screen works now. There are all error controls are implemented. So for instance, you can't submit a blank form. If you do, you will get an error message. There you go. It says you got to put the correct email address in, and there are all sorts of error controls on there. This Remember Me, I haven't moved it yet, but I thought about it and I think it's better to handle it from the preferences, and it looks better too. So I will be moving it from the login screen and just handling it as a preference item. Now if you click on sign up, you can create an account. So I'm just going to create a generic account here. And Mr. P, email address is password. Alright, so we got a generic user here. If you click on sign up, you will get a confirmation once the user has been signed up. So if you click on OK, it's going to take you back to the login screen where you can log into the application using the email address. Now I don't remember what I just typed, so I'm just going to use one that I already created, which was a username for myself, msn.com, password, and if I click on login, it takes me into the app, into my program screen. So this is the list of programs here, and I have a filter on the top for some categories that the programs are going to be organized by. So if you click on the forward button, it'll change it to shopping, and these are all loading from the images are loading from my server for the project, and then the database information is being loaded from Firebase. So I have a shopping category. I also have a category for banking, and as you can see, there are 2 entries there, and then there's one in this one that's for fitness. So if you look on the screen, I have the table view, and then there's the listing right here for the items that are in the cell. To the right, there is that button that looks like a heart. It's supposed to be a favorite button, but it doesn't work right now because I have not been able to figure out how to actually handle the touch from that favorite button to translate it into the favorite screen. So if you look at the bottom of the screen where I have the tab bar, it says programs and then favorites. If you click on favorites, there is not going to be anything there because that one doesn't work. So let's go back to the program screen. If I go back to the program screen and say we go back to the shopping list, these are the list of referrals for the companies that are under the shopping category. If I click on Guilt, I select Guilt and click connect to a ReferMate, I get the option, well, this is the name of the thing right here. It says Guilt, and that I need to space out those letters. I haven't figured that out yet. So let's try another one. Price candle. Okay, price candle, it tells you the number of users that are interested, which is 0. And then you have 2 buttons. You have add and connect, and I believe I will be renaming these to make them more transparent. If you click on add, it should let you submit your own link for this program. So let's go ahead and do that. If I click on add, I can type my link in, and right now there is no error control for ensuring that there's a valid URL, because you're supposed to actually be typing in a URL here. So I'll be handling that a little bit later on. If you click on submit, it gives you confirmation, okay, your link was saved and it's now available to other mates to use, so you can get rewards. Alright, and if I click that, I can go back to this screen, and if you click on connect, it'll take you to the database on the back end, the Firebase database, for all the links that have been submitted for this program right here, Price Candle. And actually, it's all the links are there, but it's going to give you a random one. So see if I can. I think that's the only one I have for Amazon. Let's go back to one that I actually have more for. Those are going to be on the services. And let's click on Evernote. I have a few in there for Evernote. So if you click on Evernote and you click on Connect, you get a random link. Okay, so here's disbursement. Let's go back and try that again. I got the same one. I got a different link right here, alcohol. And then let's try it again and see if there's another one in there. Nope, disbursement again. Nope, pairs I only have 2. But anyway, that's the whole point. You will get, for as many people that share their links for it, it'll be a random match. So you get randomly matched to somebody who shared their link right here. And as you can see on the details screen, it tells you the name of the program, the number of people that are interested in it, and then a brief description of the program itself. And that description I handle on my back end. Alright, so that's the program right there, and it's pretty straightforward. It's not complicated. It works very well, actually. Now, if I click on the add, you're able to submit a program that you're interested in. So if there's a program, I have a list of 3 right here, and you feel like there's one that you think should be in there, so just go on add to submit your program, which I'm thinking I'm going to change that button to submit so it's not confusing. And then you get to type in the name of the program. So let's go. Let's create one that's legible. We're in shopping, so let's go Overstock. Overstock.com. All right, and a little bit about Overstock. Alright, so that's a little bit about Overstock right here, and if I click on submit, there it goes. It's submitted to the database, and then it takes you back to the program screen. Now, the last thing I want to demo right here is the profile. And the profile, when you create your user profile in the application, it creates an automatic unique ID. And I use that unique ID to store information about the user. So the first name, the last name, the username, email address, and then the zip code, which is automatically populated from geolocation. Or if you turn location off, or you reject the location, then you have to type it in via a zip code alert box. So the user information comes in automatically. It downloads it from the server, the database on the back end. And the only thing right here that's not implemented, well, actually there are 2 things, is the photograph for the user, as well as this button right here that says edit. Now I'm thinking of a better way to implement it, but I want, when I click on the edit button, that you're able to change these. And if I do it that way, then I can use these. These are text fields. I'll set them to editable. The user can edit them, and then it'll reload or update data on the database, and then backload it to that database structure. Now let me go run this again. Let me show you a few more things. And bear with me, it might take a while. My Wi-Fi is a little slow, so the app does the verification and it takes a while sometimes. Okay, so the Twitter login works, the Facebook login works. So if I log in with Twitter, you will get that. It takes you to the screen and everything works normal. Same thing with Facebook, except for the profile. And I think I'm gonna have a crash there when I try it, because I don't believe, well, I haven't gotten to it yet, where to pull the data that I have for a normal login, like the username, password, email, all that, from the Firebase database. So let's see if it actually, well, it doesn't crash, but it doesn't show me anything. So I need to pull that data from that Facebook login, which I didn't actually think about when I did it. But yeah, that's a bug that needs to be worked out, obviously. So it still works. You get to log into the application and you'll do everything like normal. When you connect to it, when you add a link, it pulls that username from Facebook, or that Facebook login. It creates a generic one, and then you can log in right there. Now, the other things that don't work here are up here. If you notice the menu bar, the hamburger menu that's not implemented yet, and then the search is not implemented as yet. So I will be working on those. And that's it. There are a few other things that I actually wanted to show, but those are going to be on the back end. And this video is already 10 minutes long, so I think I'm just gonna see if I can provide access to the back end for you to see the changes that occur in the database itself. But anyway, my name is Shawn Batchelor. Thank you very much for watching. This is my week 2 video, my beta release for ReferMate, the app that I'm developing for a final project. Thank you very much.